G'day GBA fans, my name is Bill and welcome to Pivotal Moments. Unfortunately, my lovely and amazing co-host has not been able to join me this week. TheVerd has been quite busy with IRL stuff, so he has tasked me to film Pivotal Moments by myself. But we discussed and we thought for this week only, and due to popular demand, I won't be hosting Pivotal Moments, but instead, and I repeat, for this week only, I will be hosting Top Plays. So I think I should redo this intro. G'day and welcome to Top Plays. My name is BillStandish and this is Season 7, Week 10 of the GBA. So far this season our coaches have been playing phenomenally and this week is no exception. With some coaches trying to guarantee their playoff spot and some trying to creep into that wildcard spot, it has definitely been an entertaining week thus far. The players are prepping and playing out of their minds, and that is exactly what I get to go over in Top Plays. So without any further ado, we'll hop right into the plays. So coming in at the number 5 spot, we have a play from the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Arcanines. The set that I want to talk about mainly is Sub-Seed Tangrowth. Often you see Sub-Seeders being quite faster mons, but Tangrowth being a slower mon and also being quite bulky was able to do the job effectively. George didn't really know how to deal with it and he had to resort to sending in a water type on a grass type just so he could roar it out. This set proved to be very effective against George, and in the late game even Tup said if he did pivot out against the Garchomp and tried to get some Regenerator back, maybe it would have been able to kill the Garchomp, but when you have a +4 Garchomp in front of your face, you're not really in the position to be pivoting. In the number 4 spot we have a mon that put in a huge amount of work in the Florida Gators versus St. Louis Rampados game. The mon in question being Diggersby. In late game, Diggersby was able to come in, set up an agility, and due to Dan's team being quite whittled, and him of course making an over-prediction with his Scizor, Gators Diggersby was just able to clean up the last 4 members of Dan's team, winning him the game 3-0. In the number 3 spot, we are highlighting one very interesting bit of prep. Duncan this week brought a very special kind of Weavile. Often you see it with a Life Orb, Choice Scarf, maybe even a Focus Sash. But this week, he brought an Assault Vest. Then a face-off between Volcanion and Weavile. Weavile clicked Knockoff, and Volcanion clicked Flamethrower. Of course its choice specs were knocked off, but when a Weavile lives a stab super effective fire move from a Volcanion, that's bound to raise a few eyebrows. Chimp especially was very confused, frantically calcing every single set of Weavile. I believe he even checked max HP Weavile, but sort of glossed over Assault Vest. The next top play comes from the Giantes and Sharpedos match. And it's not a specific play, it's overall how Gio played this game. He played out of his mind yet again. He's been playing amazingly, and essentially he set up his Conkeldurr to just win out the game by going for a double Flare Blitz on a Porygon that had traced Flash Fire, killing the Nidoqueen, and being able to deal with the Gardevoir with a very creative Bronzong set. It set the stage for Conkeldurr to come in and just clean up. At the time, Tom had nothing for this Conkeldurr, so Drain Punch and Mark Punch was able to bash through his entire team, giving Gio a very nice win. And finally, the top play for week 10 is Sub SD Garchomp. Just by looking at the stats of this game, Tup getting no kills, all his mons dying, and George having 6 kills on a Garchomp. Now the set isn't something crazy that we haven't seen before, but it was executed perfectly by setting up the SDs in front of a quite passive mon and then using the substitutes to get it into its Salak bait range, meaning that it could outspeed the entirety of Tup's team. It was just able to go in on Tup's team and completely rip through it. Now, last week you guys voted on which was the top play, or rather the most pivotal moment. And for this week, we're not going to be voting on each top play. Rather, we're going to be voting between the winner from last week, the overall winner this season, and the sub SD Garchomp. So what will be the winner for next week? Will it be the Raw Druddigon and Raw T-Tar used by Callum? Will it be the V-Create King Shield Sticky Web Smeagol used by Crimson? Or will it be the sub SD Slack Garchomp used by George? Fill out the Google form in the description. Hopefully you've enjoyed. My name is Bill Standish, and adios.